We have huge updates on the Boeing strike. Yes, it is still going on. Yes, this company is bleeding to death. And there are some speculations that Boeing may not survive in the next few years. They just slashed 17,000 jobs. That's 10% of their global workforce because they have lost $5 billion since the strike began. They just delayed their new 777 jet to 2026, which is a bit of a problem because with so many factory workers on strike, their output is down to a trickle. Between the whistleblower scandals and the criminal investigations and the strikes and the loss of money, I don't know what's going to happen next for Boeing, but stick around because in 1 minute, you are going to be the #1 expert on the strike. The real trouble started about a month ago when 33,000 factory workers went on strike. Yeah, they wanted a raise, but what they really wanted was their damn pensions back. Back in 2014, Boeing eliminated these workers' pensions, replacing it with a 401k, which is riskier and worth less. And what did Boeing do with all the money they saved slashing these workers' pensions? They spent $39 billion doing share buybacks to pump up their own stock price. That made investors and executives rich, but it left these guys feeling a little bit pissed off. And that's a real problem for Boeing because you can only pump up your own stock for so long before eventually you need to build and sell something. But with the loss of $5 billion and the reduction in workforce and the strike, Boeing may not be able to deliver those planes. Even if they do, there is a real risk that they will have no one to sell them to because public trust in Boeing has plummeted 14% across all categories in the past year. That's all in addition to almost $250 million in fines and penalties they have to pay for their criminal investigation. That's all pretty bad. So I have to pause and ask, do you think there is any shot that Boeing is going to recover from all the PR damage it's taken these past few years? And Boeing needs all the advice they can get because if they can't turn this around fast, they risk having their credit downgraded to junk status. If that happens, it will be even harder to pump their stock like they've been doing, but also hard to actually make planes, which is important. And they better act fast because if there is one thing that Boeing actually cares about, it is its stock price. And Boeing knows that it's in deep trouble. Their CEO, Kelly Ortberg, said, "Our business is in a difficult position. It is hard to overstate the challenges we face together." Well, you've got that right. So how do you think this is going to work out? Is Boeing going to cave to workers' demands? Are they going to slash more jobs? Are they going to get downgraded to junk status? Tell me what you think. And if you made it this far, you're clearly interested in labor law news, so why not follow for more?